that paper piece?
I think it's in my locker.
I opened your locker and about got some head trauma with the stuff flying out.
Usually it's perfectly balanced, like I open it, I'm just like.
It actually was balanced, but I could hardly put one piece of paper in it.
Someone else put stuff in there.
When you cleaned it out.
Oh,
You even took the rest.
Desiree and I cleaned it last time.
It was all nice. This is bad.
Never know.
I can see this is bad.
Yeah, iPhone 5. Which I really like that. Would you flip it back to it? No, it's not like that. You got the 5, right?
Does everybody have titration and a tar handout? Okay. Do we have some extra? Some of your pages start with IV fluid, some of them the first page says titration. Who was it grabbing that?
There's
Do
an
we have any extras?
extra IV there, Jess.
This is an extra IV?
Yeah.
Do we have any extra tars?
Audrey has them.
There, So we're gonna go ahead and get started. And I'm soft-spoken, so if you can't hear me, please speak up, because last time I had a cold and my voice wasn't carrying very well, and so, can everybody see a screen from where you're sitting? Do I need to turn this a little bit more? Okay. Phyllis, you're kind of right on the borderline, so can you see both? That one's good. This is good? And you're okay? No, I can see on both sides. Good deal. So first things first, how are your parallels going for those of you that have been able to do them? I've had a lot of good feedback, a lot of phone calls, so that's been good. Great questions, lots of good things to fix. So keep them coming as you find them. The urgent ones, remember to call. I don't want you to get stuck by any means, but like misspells and that kind of stuff, not so urgent. You know, we want to fix them. We'll get there. So all in all, I've heard overall that the parallel part is going better than those practice charts did, because those practice charts were like, whoa, baptized with fire. We had all this training and now we have to use it. It was very difficult. And then getting into parallels, it seems to be easier. Does anyone disagree? Is anybody having some bigger problems, or? Okay. So generally it's getting a little easier. Okay. Well, that's good. It's going to continue to get a little easier. This parallel practice is going to be similar to what it's going to be like when we go live, except you won't have to chart in Healthland. You'll just chart in Meditech. So were you able to kind of compare what you do in Healthland and kind of try and do the treasure hunt of where to find things in Meditech when you're doing that kind of parallel part, seeing how those go? Okay. One of the frequent questions I've had is about charting. Where's my mouse at? Remember, this mouse is kind of crazy. It's not me driving. This thing has a mind of its own. So just so you know that. Bear with me here. When you're charting things on like the physical assessment, and you want to chart edema, and you have to pick that site, and it's like if they have edema in their hands and feet, there's like you have to pick left hand, right hand, left foot, right foot. So I've had a lot of requests that you'll be able to just chart bilat upper extremities, bilat lower extremities, something like that, just to make it more streamlined and fast. And so, well, this thing's moving. Little mouse. No, you're not in my way at all. Thank you.
just thinking of.
There you go. Okay, we'll get that one ready.
Well, I wanted to show you that on what we call, it's called an instance type, that little drop-down box where you pick left hand, right hand, left foot, right foot. Some of those, we're working through the process that you can just free text in there. And when you click on the drop-down arrow, it gives you those little bubbles to pick left or right and which body part. So if you click on the box, you can click on the arrow and it gives you the drop-down. But if you click on that green box, you can type in there. And so you can put in there bilateral lower extremities. And then you should probably do a separate entry for bilateral upper extremities or something, because you can track it a little differently, or you can say hands and feet. But whatever you type in there, then the expectation is that every nurse after that will use it. So you want to be professional and anatomically correct, and keep in mind that we're going to track these different areas, right, through our assessments. But, so say I put in there bilateral hands and put my edema in there. Then I save it. The next person in the next shift comes in, they pull up their assessment. That little instance type that I typed in is already going to be there. It's going to automatically populate, even though they're not the one that put it in, so they can see it. Now, the box won't be filled out. They'll have to say, is it 2+ or 1+, or whatever the edema is, depending on how many. But then they can fill it out what their assessment is on the same body type that body part that I just typed in.
You had an error report come up, Jess?
Oh, did I?
And it said send a report. I had an error like that earlier today too, and you're trying to get from here to.
Fabulous.
I showed it to when I had you.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I knew it was.
Okay.
Lewis to me.
That was on the first one.
On your adult physical assessment,
Adult
it showed
physical.
up, yeah, an error report, and then didn't follow it